Today, it's Realtor TV. I want to help my realtors. For 20 years, I've been trying to build relationships with realtors who are integrity-driven and want to take care of their buyers and who want me, or a home inspector, to take care of their buyers. Now, if I was a realtor, I would be really afraid when a home inspector came to one of my listings to do an inspection, because it can go badly. And some days it does go badly. Sometimes it goes badly for good reason. Other times, home inspections and real estate deals die for no good reason. I don't ever want that to happen in my world. If I come to a block house, and I want my realtors to know how simple this should be, and a lot of them know already. When you go to a block house, the block house has been there for 30 or 40 years. I tell the buyer right away, you know what? We are probably going to find entry points for water here, where the downpipe has been dumping water against the corner of the house. Over there, where there's a normal stress crack that is $400 or $450 to fix. We need to prep our buyers. It's an important part of the communication process in a home inspection. If you have a buyer, especially if it's a nervous buyer, and everybody's a bit nervous when you're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars, but if you have a buyer and you have a block house and it's been there for 40 years and water's been dumping against it, and you don't warn the buyer that we're going to find some wet spots in the basement, it can become a real horror show when you go inside, especially if the uncle is there, or the somebody who's a little bit more nervous and who wants to show how much knowledge they have about houses. If you don't say outside, we're going to find a wet spot there, we might find, I wouldn't mention mold outside, it's just over the top, but I would say we're going to find a wet spot there, probably. There's no downpipe. Of course we're going to find a wet spot. Over here, it's concrete block. It's a little more unforgiving than concrete, a fair bit more unforgiving. So if you have a big crack in block, and it's not sand, if you're not on a sand dune, water's probably going to go in the wall. So as a home inspector, what's my job? Well, to do a super thorough job and to take care of the buyer, but it's also, let's just do a little communication legwork to prevent panic and reaction and emotion when you go inside a house that's made of block, and there's nothing wrong with doing that. After 20 years in home inspection, I actually believe that an integrity-driven realtor is like quality control for a home inspector. So in the world of realty and home inspection and that intermingling of the two, we can, choosing your words carefully and paying close attention to the communication piece is very important to do your job properly as a home inspector. Andy Christie, Inspect the Uninspected. Today, it's Realtor TV.